Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will put total leather and will get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a West territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or 2 to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Ncaa. They're working that left side. The Golden Gophers pick up the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. You know, David, this is really game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Oh, out of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go with a direct snap. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on.
Turning it on! Got some room entered to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
How about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 30. The 20. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly. 2.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. They're trailing by and just 4 to Colorado State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give is to Taylor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd down play from the gun. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Lots of running room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to march their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Peoples. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. He's loose. He's loose. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. takes this handoff and headed to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Ohio State 35, Minnesota 7.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On the ground with the counter. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Colorado State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Steps away to find some room. That's caught. It's Turner. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly to the tight end. Wide open spaces. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Golden Gophers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Got his man. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Going to the running game. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now on the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. They'll leave it with him. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Tracy. Turning on the Jets. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Throws to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Ready to fire from the pistol. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll run the toss. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Looking for space. It's ball. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical.
Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the quick pass. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This time he's got his man. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Turner. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though they're running back...
He's got it, first down and more. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. brings the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. All by himself down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes the catch. It's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have...